Today we're going to talk about taking care of your Louboutin heels. I'm going to give you all the tea, so I hope you guys are ready. But in the meantime, let me welcome you to day 2 of Harvest Chic. And I kind of made some notes, y'all, for me to look at because I really didn't want to leave anything off because I just had to walk myself through my process of when I'm taking care of my luxury heels, and I really wanted to share it because I felt like it would help somebody who probably really didn't know like how they're supposed to be cleaning it. Number 1, I put use a soft dry cloth to clean your shoes and buff your shoes. Do not use commercial shoe polish. So the reason for this is because a lot of commercial shoe polish has stainer in it, and you don't really want to stain your shoes. Think about if you have a very nice patent leather or a very nice like supple leather or just any type of thing that you would be polishing your shoes. You don't want something that's staining them, that's applying like a direct dye. You really want something that's just kind of like buffing out the shoe. You also want to use like a very soft type cloth, like terry cloth or like jersey type cloth, things like this. When I'm saying jersey, I'm meaning like, I don't want to say spandex, but y'all know, like this type of material. Just because it's not going to put any scratches on your shoes. It's going to keep dust and things off your shoes, and it's just going to keep your shoes looking brand new. Number 2, I put do not store your shoes under lights or near windows or even in direct sunlight. This is very important. I can't tell y'all how many times I've seen people build these really nice closets, right? And so they have their shoes directly like under the light, and I mean like closely under the light. If this is the top shelf, baby, this is the shoe. And you just can't, it believe it or not, heat comes from those lights. On top of that, it really does. It will alter your shoe over time. It'll start to make your shoe have like lines and wrinkles in them. It will just break down the wear and tear of your shoe. So you want to kind of keep your shoes in a very even-tempered, climate-controlled room. Some people like to store at the bottom. I really do. I like to put all my shoes at the top. This way I know that like they're still kind of like, well, when I say the top, I'm not talking about like the tip top, but I just like them to not be on the ground to where they're getting bumped when I'm moving in and out of my closet or just different things like this. And also in the top of my closet, I have a lot of air conditioner vents. So that kind of just keeps an even flow temperature for me. It's not like it's hot at the top of my closet. But if your closet does not have vents at the top, and say your vents come like basically from the bottom, or you only have one, kind of like how this room right here just has one vent, then you definitely want to find the best place in there to store your shoes that you think will give you the best upkeep from your shoes. Number 3, I put this one on here because this is something that I do, and I don't know if a lot of people realize that this is something you have to do with Louboutins. So just like the bottom of your red bottoms wears off, right, which we'll get into that, your insoles on your shoes can also kind of wear down and get really dirty. So I put use a mild soap and clean your insoles. So I like to just put like a drop of like Dawn or a drop of some type of gentle like Dove or something like that, just something that will clean, and I put it on my little soft rag. I make sure that I have a nice little lather that's not dripping wet, and I just kind of gently go in the inside and clean the inside of my insoles after every single wear, and then I let that air dry. But it's not damp to where it's really having to air dry. It's just I don't store them back in the box or immediately thing. I kind of like dry them down and then let them air dry, just because I don't want the insides to get water damaged or anything like that. This is just a cool way to keep your insoles clean. I've seen people use alcohol. Do not put rubbing alcohol on a cotton pad and clean your insoles. Just trust me. Just don't do it. You will ruin your entire Louboutin shoe. Number 4, I put resell or longevity, and I do think this falls into care, y'all, and I'm going to tell you why. Because if you keep your shoes up, the upkeep of them, then what happens is if you later decide you want to resell the shoe, it's gonna look almost brand new, right? With just like the smallest details of wear and tear on them. It also, if you're not a person that wants to resell your shoes, it gives you the longevity. It keeps your shoes looking straight out the box, just really beautiful on your foot, and that's what you want. So you want to have the best of both worlds. You want to, if you decide to sell it, be able to sell it and make a nice profit to return back into your pocket, and you want the longevity of your shoe looking good all the time. Number 5, I put, you can store in the box or out of the box, but store with the original papers if in the box. So for me, for a long time, I kept all my Louboutin shoes, all my luxury shoes inside the box. But this is the thing about that. If you're going to store them in the box, you have to keep the original wrapping. You have to keep the shoes stuffed. This is going to keep the shoes, especially if they're leather, it's going to keep them from like shrinking and getting too tight and getting like you want to have that in there to kind of like help keep your shoes shaped. And then you want to store them in the duster bags inside of the box. That's just going to give you the best. That it's such a controversial topic because some people say don't store them in the box and some people say take them out the box. For the longest, I would not take my shoes out the box, but I will admit that now that I've taken them all out the box, I love how I just love how my closet looks. However, I don't really see a difference with storing them out the box or in the box. I do the same upkeep to them regardless. I still dust them off. I still pull them out, put them up, clean them, do the whole thing. So it's really just your preference on if you want them in or out of the box. Ooh, number 6, I put heel taps and red soles. Y'all, this is very important because I think like a lot of people don't understand that those are 2 things that you will have to constantly replace on your shoes. He makes his shoes to be wearable art. He does not make his shoes for us to actually wear in comfort and style. Well, in style, yes. Comfort, no. But I'm saying that to say your heel taps will wear down. Like out of all my luxury shoes, y'all, from my Giuseppe, I mean, literally, my Louboutins, the heel taps on those, and I'm bow-legged. My stance does not change. My weight distribution does not change just because of the brand. But these heel taps wear down the most. So you have to have your original heel taps in there. And if you don't know how to change them out yourself, because it is pretty simple, then send them off to the Cobblers. Because once it gets down to that, and I'll show y'all, because I do have like one pair that I love to wear. I need to send them back to the Cobblers. So I haven't been wearing them here lately for the exact reason that my taps are already gone. And I actually had already sent them off before with the original taps. So now I'm going to have to send them back off to the Cobblers. And they're going to have to redo my heel taps on there for me. So I refuse to wear them because I do not want the leather to like, y'all know how I do when the tap is going and like I don't want that because I don't want to have to reconstruct the whole heel again. But if need be, the Cobblers, they can do it. So that, and then the red soles, like pay to get them finished. Pay to either get the rubber, pay to either get the little red grit. Like I send mine to the Cobblers and they do 2 different styles. I cannot remember the name of the 2 things that they do to them, but one is they do if you've already worn the shoe and some of the red has come off. The other they do to seal the shoe before you ever even wear the shoe. So I would definitely say if you're gonna factor in things, you have to factor those 2 things in, especially with Christian Louboutin shoes. All right, number 7, I put multiple duster usages. Yes, your duster is not just to put your shoes in there. You can use that duster for when you're storing your shoes. Like right now I have my shoes out of the box. They sit on top of my duster so that they're not rubbing up against the shelf and the red paint on the bottom is coming off. I also use my duster to dust down my shoes because it is very, very soft and it does not mess up my shoes. I also use my duster when I'm traveling and I don't want to take the box. I just stick my shoes in the duster and I take them with me. These are all multiple uses you can get out of your duster. Number 8, I put store your shoes on scrap carpet or on your dusters. Don't hang them. And Make sure they're in a dry environment but climate controlled. So I know that kind of plays off of some of the things that I've already said, but it's very important. Like if you don't have the dusters or you've misplaced your dusters, you can go to Home Depot and Lowe's, baby, and you can get like the little scrap pieces of carpet. They give you as many as you want. Put those together on your shelf and store your shoes up there, because typically when you try on Louboutins, you're walking on carpet to try them on anyway. Make sure you have carpet in your closet as well, so that it just plays into taking care of your shoes. Like I said, you can use the dusters for multiple things, and make sure that you're not hanging them. When you hang them, the weight distribution, it messes up the straps, it messes up your boots, it puts dents in them. So do not hang your shoes. Actually get the things. You can go on Amazon. I got them pretty cheap. You can go into my Amazon cart if you want, and they're the little shoe displays that they have in the stores, like the inserts and stuff. You can get those for boots, heels, straps, whatever, and you just put them in there, and they were very cost efficient. Plus it just elevates the look of your closet too. And like I said, making sure that it's a climate controlled area. Thank y'all so much for being here for day 2 of Harvest Chic. If you didn't check out day 1, on day 1 I gave you guys some bonuses and some tips on how to make your first luxury purchase. On day 3, we're gonna actually talk about holiday season outfits. And the way I do mine, I go from Thanksgiving all the way through New Year's, simply because those holidays are right on top of each other. I don't have time during Christmas season and Thanksgiving season to be out there on Black Friday and every other day fighting with people looking for my holiday outfits. So if y'all are interested in some holiday inspo for the holidays, from everything for tips on what you should wear if you know you're gonna eat a lot, all of that good stuff, make sure that y'all check out this sneak peek.
In the party, he just wanna rump. Big boobs in the bust, they plump. She a baddie, she know she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend. They like ice, how you always stay hot. Oh, they mad cause I keep making bops. Oh, she mad cause I'm taking her spot. If I was bitches, I'd hate me a lot. She a baddie with her baddie friend. She a baddie with her baddie friend. She a baddie with her baddie friend. She a baddie, she know she a 10. Pretty face and her waist all gone. And I'm making them wait, hold on. Pretty face and her waist all gone. Like damn, she in her mood. She a baddie with her baddie friend. She a baddie with her baddie friend.
And join me for day 3 of Harvest Chic. And in the meantime, please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I would love to have you here on the channel. And make sure to drop a comment so that I know you were here. Bye.